Anybody know what that's an image of? The knee. What kind of imagery? MRI. Know what that means?
Magnetic.
Magnetic.
Magnetic resonance.
Resonant.
Yeah, resonant imaging.
Imaging. What does that mean?
A huge magnet that will suck all your stuff into it. That takes off pictures.
Pretty close. Pretty close. A huge magnet. Anybody ever had an MRI? Okay, I've had several. All right, on my knee. My chance. That's not my knee. Okay, but it's really pretty cool. All right, you know, first I was kind of worried about it because I was like, oh no, you hear all this stuff about being put in the tube. But they have it so open and everything now. You're not being stuck in that tube. Okay, but it's a really cool image. Can you tell me why? It shows my softer tissues. In the beginning, X-ray, don't get me wrong, X-ray was wonderful, and bless her heart, the lady who developed, who used it to help understand DNA, you know, we didn't know all the dangers of it and how it could cause the cancer, you know, she died and all this sort of stuff. But X-ray only showed hard tissue, so therefore of the bone. But that was a huge leap forward. Now, with this imaging that we have the ability to do, MRIs, PET scans, we can very easily view every part of our body. Okay? Some of it showing the actual action of the tissues. Now, so far at this point, we have talked about these tissue types, okay? We've identified that we've got the adipose tissue, we've got the skeletal tissue, we've got muscular tissue, we've got all these different tissues making up the body, all right? And sometimes when an area hurts, it's not simply the bone, okay? Having the ability to do this. Now, CAT scans were one of the first. Y'all remember CAT scans? Okay, you know, not the CAT, well, yeah, not that, okay? But those CAT scans with the little computer-aided topography, you know, which they still use, okay? But they were able to also give us visuals of the soft tissue. Now with MRI, we can not only visualize soft, but we can visualize the hard also. And it has made a huge leap into how we can treat different issues of the body. The chapter that we're now moving into, joint. Now I don't mean that kind, okay? The joint of our body. All right? Any idea how many of them we have?
A lot.
Any idea where they're found? We got them from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. Okay? Yeah, I know. You normally think of your skull as having joints. It does. Okay? Now, some of the joints of our body get abused a little more than others, tend to have more problems out of those joints than others. But what we're going to find, these joints throughout the body, they are going to have different materials that are going to be present, making up their structure. The materials are going to affect what that structure does. Meaning it is going to allow, or maybe I should say, it's going to actually control the flexibility of that joint. Why? Maybe I should say the flexibility and the range of motion. Why do I mention those two terms?
Flexible, but your elbow can't go all the way back like your shoulder kick.
All right, flexibility is going to determine how far the joint will get to move. Therefore, it will be controlling its range of motion. In what field could range of motion be important?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics, sports, so like the heavy games, football, basketball,
Like,
physical therapy. Do I have anybody in here going for physical therapy? Because range of motion is going to be something they become definitely familiar with. When we talk about joints, like I said, we're going to talk about what is the structure and therefore what's the function. We're going to say that the joints of the body can be fibrous, cartilaginous, synovial. Their function can be synarthrotic, antiarthrotic, diarthrotic. This will let people who might have to be working with that patient know what's happening with their injury. With joints, you know, joints play a major role in our ability to move, our ability to remain stable. One of the things that you seem to see a lot of now are these different supports for joints, okay? The knee braces, the elbow braces, the wrist braces. I've even seen finger braces, okay? You know, I'm like, what? Okay? And then it seems like every time, and I don't know why, maybe Facebook's trying to tell me something, okay? But it seems like every time I check my Facebook in the evening, it's telling me about this little band that's been created for the plantar fasciitis, for foot pain, okay? And I'm thinking, I don't really have that right now, but because my browsing and being watched on the internet usually shows up in the advertisements that will come to me, maybe my computer and my internet knows something about me I don't. Y'all are talking to? That's kind of what I found. Y'all think about that sometimes. Now, and thinking about that, when we look at these different types of joints, fibrous, what does that term bring to mind?
fibers.
Fibers. What are the three fibers of the body?
Cartilage.
Collagen, elastic, reticular. Collagen, elastic, reticular. Collagen is the strongest. All right? That's going to be our strongest fiber. Just like the name implies, there is going to be some type of fibrous tissue present. It's not going to have a joint cavity. Now, what do I mean by joint cavity? I know.
Two bones meet.
Well, when we have the two bones meet, that's going to be an articulation. Okay? Where the two bones meet is an articulation. Whether that area is in a capsule is going to be the difference. All right? If a capsule is present, that will be the cavity, the joint cavity. Fibrous joints are not going to have that. Okay? Where the two bones meet, they're not going to be in a cavity, in a wrapping, so to speak. They do not move for the most part. If they move, it is very little. The types of fibrous joints: sutures, syndesmoses, one of my favorites, the gomphoses. What are they? Well, under my fibrous joint, if it is a suture, they're all in the head. Every one of them is going to be in the skull. Yes, you have joints in your skull. The syndesmoses are going to be in some pretty cool areas of the body. Ones that'll let us do this. All right, so that particular movement. Gomphoses, only place your teeth. Ever thought about the teeth being a joint? Oh man, it is so cool. Trust me on that. Okay? Now, we're going to look at the other ones because we're going to look at cartilaginous joints. Okay? We're going to look at the synovial. Once again, they will be in specific areas of the body. If we look at the sutures, all right, we mentioned that with the infant skull, when they're born, those bones, not only are those bones separated by the tissues, you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. All right, and we identified that the reason these bones are not molded together is so that it allows for growth. Okay? These bones not only need to grow, the brain tissue needs to grow. And because of that, all right, we have our soft spots, okay, fontanelle. All right, took me a minute. Okay, I went on spring break too. All right, so we've got these soft spots so that the brain can grow and the bones can match it. One, do you happen to remember what I said was present in these tissues in between the bones? Vermian bone. Does anybody remember that little rock? Second reason, somebody tells you you've got rocks in your head, okay? That's the second reason. Well, they might count it as, no. Second reason, you got rocks in your head, okay? Do you know what the first reason is for the rocks in your head? Your inner ear. The bone looks like a little rock. So yes, you're told that, you can go, I sure do. And would you like for me to explain it to you? Because I can. Remember, these were little granules, little bone granules, that as the growth took place, it allowed for the expansion of the brain. Roughly by the age 3 to 5, itty bitty baby, because the head has grown as big as it's going to grow. Your hope is the rest of the body is going to match it. Okay? Once those become closed,